Good morning, class. Welcome to Amanda and Joyce's awesome tutorial on organizational power, maintaining responsibility, and ethics. In our last class, we looked at how language influences our social identity and reality. Today, we will look at how the organization can influence our social identity, and if we're not careful, it can threaten our personal and ethical integrity.
Many organizations today still rely on classical theories of management, such as Weber's bureaucracy, where there is hierarchy, autocratic decision-making, and people being treated like machines. Although we need to be responsible to the organization that we work for by being fiscally accountable and showing progress towards organizational goals, we also need to be responsible to ourselves and to others.
How do we become responsible to ourselves? We do this by knowing what our personal values are, and then we make decisions based on these values. If we consistently make decisions that hold firm to our values, this ensures people of reliable performance. They may not always agree with our decisions, but they will respect us for our decision-making skills. One of our professors here at Brock, for example, does not believe in using Sakai, the school's online learning management system. She considers this a self-serve approach to education, which takes away from the student's overall experience and rapport with the teacher. She prefers to correspond with the students in person or by email. While everyone may not agree, hopefully they understand the value behind her approach and respect her for it.
How do we become responsible to others? We do this by considering the needs of the people who depend on us. Whenever possible, we need to consult with all those who might be affected by our decision before executing it. If we are able to show due diligence in that we have done our homework and considered all the perspectives and implications of our decision, this is more likely to create buy-in for all who will be affected by it. Take, for example, the many educational institutions today that are struggling with government funding cuts. In many cases, institutions respond by cutting salaries and programs, and this is done with minimal consultation. Books are balanced in the short term, but what are the implications for the long term? If an institution decides to cut summer programs on the grounds that they aren't generating income, what implications does this have on students whose primary need is flexibility of course offerings? A decision to cut summer courses could actually have a reverse effect on student enrollment.
In both of these examples, elements associated with our responsibility to the organization are also highlighted. The first example demonstrates the maintenance of ethical values. The latter demonstrates how these ethical values are trumped.
Now let's take a closer look at some supporting literature.